All right, let's get right into it. We're going to lay out the whole year-round game plan for your lawn. It's simple, it's effective, and yeah, it's going to help you get the best yard on the block. You know the feeling, right? It can drive you absolutely nuts. You look over at your neighbor's lawn and it's this perfect green carpet. Then you look back at yours and it's, well, a little patchy, maybe a few weeds. You just gotta wonder, what's the secret? Well, here it is. The big secret isn't some magic potion. It really comes down to doing the right things at the right time. It's a cycle, and trust me, when you do something is just as important, maybe even more important than what you do.
Okay, first up, spring. Think of it as the big wake-up call for your lawn. After sleeping all winter, it's waking up, it's hungry, and it's ready to explode with growth. This is where we set the foundation for the whole year.
Yeah, this is basically spring training for your grass. First, you gotta clean up all that dead gunk so the new shoots can get some sun. Then you aerate, poke some holes so the soil can actually breathe and get water. Next, you feed it a good high-energy meal to really kickstart that growth. And finally, patch up any of those bare spots from winter before they get out of hand.
Okay, here's a super simple but incredibly powerful trick. Mow high. Seriously, raise that mower deck. It's not about being lazy, it's strategic. When you leave the grass taller, it has to grow deeper roots to support itself. And what do deeper roots mean? A tougher lawn that can handle a drought. And, best of all, it naturally crowds out all those annoying weeds.
And mowing high isn't just some vague advice. There's actually a science to it, and it all depends on what kind of grass you have. So just take a look at this chart, find your grass type, set your mower to that height, and boom, you're already playing the game like a pro.
All right, we've made it through spring. Now comes summer. And let's be honest, summer is the season of stress for your lawn. The heat is cranked up, and really, your grass's only goal is to survive. Our job? To make that survival as easy as possible. So for summer, there is one number you really need to lock in your brain, 1 to 1.5 inches. That's how much water your lawn needs per week. And yep, that includes whatever rain you get. It's so easy to give it too much water, which can be just as bad as not enough. Hitting that sweet spot is absolutely crucial. So how do you actually get that 1 inch of water on there the right way? Well, first, water early in the morning, like between 6 and 9 a.m., before the sun comes up and just evaporates it all. And here's the big one. Water deeply, but not very often. Think once or twice a week, not a little sprinkle every day. This actually trains the roots to go searching deep for water, making your lawn way more drought resistant. Oh, and a classic trick, just toss an empty tuna can out there. When it's full of water from your sprinkler, you know you've hit about 1 inch. Easy, right? And it's not just the watering we're adjusting, we're gonna change up the mowing too. When that summer heat is beating down, you wanna raise that mower deck even higher. We're talking 3, maybe even 4 inches tall. And why do we do this? The logic is just brilliant. Taller grass acts like its own little umbrella. It shades the soil, which keeps everything cooler, holds in moisture, and it blocks the sunlight that weeds need to sprout. It's such a simple, smart way to fight back against summer's worst problems.
Okay, summer's over. Now we head into what I like to call the power play season, fall. Look, summer was all about defense, just trying to survive. But fall is all offense. This is where we don't just maintain the lawn, we actively make it better for the long haul.
And hey, this isn't just my opinion. Pretty much every lawn expert will tell you fall is the most critical time of year. Think about it. You've got cool air, which the grass loves, but the soil is still warm from the summer. It's the absolute perfect recipe for strong root growth and recovery. So our fall game plan is pretty straightforward. Number 1, we're going to feed it to help it bounce back from that summer stress. 2, we overseed to thicken it up and fill in bare patches. There is no better time to put down seed. 3, we got to deal with those leaves so they don't smother the grass. And 4, we start adjusting our mowing to get it ready for winter. Want to know a real pro-level move? Don't just fertilize once in the fall. Do it twice. Your first feeding in early fall is all about recovery, helping those roots rebuild. But then later in the season, you hit it with what's called a winterizer. This one isn't for top growth now. It's like packing a lunchbox for the winter. The grass stores all those nutrients and then uses them for an explosive green up first thing next spring. And here's another fall tip that pays off big time in the spring. You know how sometimes grass looks all matted and brown after winter? That's often because it was left too long. So for your last 1 or 2 mows of the year, gradually lower the height. It's like tucking your lawn in for the winter, and it prevents a whole lot of problems come springtime. And just like that, we've arrived at winter, the quiet season.
After all that work in spring, the stress of summer, and the power plays of fall, things are about to get a whole lot simpler. Seriously, your big job for the winter? Do less. The absolute best thing you can do for your lawn is just let it rest. It's dormant, it's sleeping, so just let it be. So the winter to-do list is pretty short and sweet. Main thing, try to stay off the lawn, especially if it's frozen or frosty. Walking on it can really damage the crowns of the grass plants. And hey, this is the perfect time to do some prep work. Clean your tools, get your mower blades sharpened. That way, when spring finally hits, you're not scrambling, you're ready to go.
And you see how it all connects, right? It's a cycle. The work you put in during the spring sets your lawn up to survive the summer. The offensive moves you make in the fall pretty much guarantee a great lawn next year. And that quiet rest in the winter, that's what gets it ready to do it all over again. It's all about how one season builds on the next. So it doesn't matter what month it is right now. You have the game plan. You've got the playbook. The only question is, what's your first step gonna be?